It's Broadleaf Bullies talking shit. 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 It's Broadleaf Bullies.
Talking now.
I don't know.
Bullies! Jessica!
I know. Yay!
Cheers.
I missed you. You were busy working for weeks at a time.
Yeah, a few
Weeks
weeks.
and weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same.
We missed
No. I know. I'm definitely glad to be back.
you. And we're glad you're back.
Yeah.
And I'm celebrating with a
Yay.
Sandella.
And in
Yes.
about a month and a half, we'll all be together doing a live show down in Tampa.
Yes.
I know. It's
Yes.
super. That's going to be exciting.
That's going to be
That's
really
going to
cool.
be great. I
Yeah,
can't wait.
yeah.
I can't wait too because the weather's going to be nice and
Yeah,
cool
plus-
here.
Hopefully, like that little hotel, whatever it is that we got, it'll be a cool.
The
with
suite,
is it a
floor, the two
Yeah.
floor suite that we have. because
Yeah.
we're
Is it
awesome.
a hotel? Is it a hotel?
Yeah. I
Is
think
it a
that's
hotel? Is it? I can't remember. Was it a
I
hotel?
call it.
was.
It is a hotel. The name's in it, and it's a
Oh, okay.
two-floor suite. So,
Okay.
That's
what else
awesome.
would it be?
Yeah.
You fucking get ready to go to a gunfight? You're fucking.
No, it
Yeah.
helps make the waist look
fucking-
slimmer.
Jesus. Yeah, it's not really noticeable here at all.
Oh, that's so funny. Just sit on your shirt, make it real tight, and sit on
I
it.
can't.
do
It's already tight. I can't sit on any further.
I remember.
All I see is boobs, so
Yeah.
you're good.
I remember years ago when I got both of my armpits tattooed like on the same night for like a week. I couldn't put
You
my
had to be
arms
Peter
down,
Pan.
so I would just be sitting. People would be like,
I can't
"What's
even.
wrong
imagine.
with you?" And I'm like, "What?" You
I
know,
had to have a cyst drained from my right axillary, right armpit. And unfortunately, when you wait too long and they kind of have to scoop everything out, Kerry had to.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That's really
he
hot.
had to take the gauze out and then repack it.
Mm-mm.
Wow, that was like
He would not be
Yeah.
able to do that.
I don't
it
ever
was- it was
I don't ever
horrible.
repack. I don't
Whoa.
repack.
You have to. It has to heal
No.
from the inside out.
No, I just
yeah,
I,
but
I
you,
don't-
you didn't have what she had.
yeah.
A sebaceous cyst.
Not,
Yeah,
not
I've
only
had
did I-
two that I had two that were supposed to be repacked.
In your
Uh,
armpit?
No, one in my back and then another one on my leg, and I never had it. No, I
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
do
supposed
it.
to heal from the inside out.
Why
Yeah,
didn't
this
you
was-
have somebody help you?
Have you ever had one? Do you know how hard it is to repack that when it all comes out?
Oh my god!
Okay,
And they
then-
have so much
Whoa,
in there.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah, they do.
whoa.
Dude, it's
Sorry,
like
it's been a
Holy
while.
shit.
it's like a goddamn magician. You're pulling it out. You're like, where is all of this at? And then you're supposed to get that much back in.
Yes.
I pulled it out, and I would wanted to vomit because it was like
Yeah.
just
Freaking
pulling out
gross.
just freaking pus and blood and putrid.
Yeah.
After I pulled it all out, she handed me the gauze. I'm like, there's no fucking way.
No.
I'm getting like you were numbed when the doctor did it.
Yeah.
And he's a doctor.
He's a surgeon.
And he's got doctor tools. I have
Yeah.
a tweezers and
Oh,
a
yeah.
Q-tip.
Yeah. I need that tool that
Where I-
spreads open. I don't know what they call that. Yeah.
Where I took the freaking cotton off. So I basically had a plastic pole,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to
It
shove this
hurt
inside
so
this little
fucking
hole,
bad.
which will be a great clip for the fucking for
Yeah.
the
Yes.
but I'm trying to poke this fucking stick in this little hole, and it's weeping, and I'm gagging, and
I'm screaming.
with every freaking
Snot
poke,
coming out of my nose because
she's
it hurt
jumping,
so bad.
screaming, crying,
Horrible.
like sobbing, like I've never seen before, and I'm just like, I really don't.
It was probably the
I
worst.
don't want to
pain
hurt you
ever.
anymore, but I know I have to.
I couldn't I couldn't do it. I said it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't have it repacked.
Yeah, I was like, this. I just
So he called the office and they're like, as long as you get a quarter of it in, we're like,
done.
basically
Yeah.
just taped it, there.
Yeah.
And It was horrific. It's to the point that I learned my lesson
The
on
first time I
that.
judged it by the amount that was actually stuck in the hole. And then after day one, I judged it by the amount of freaking screaming that you were doing.
Yeah.
And at that point, I don't even think a quarter got in. It was like
It was bad. You would think I was getting killed if anyone heard.
Okay,
was really that
what's
bad.
the downfall of not repacking it?
It just
fill
heals
back up again.
Yeah, it fills back up because it's just fluid with all the lymph nodes and
Oh.
everything. So the idea is with it healing from the inside out, it closes it off. But when it heals the outside, the cyst sac is still intact,
Yeah.
and it will just refill.
I thought they aren't they supposed to cut the sac out so it doesn't do it again?
That goes. You actually have to do like more surgery on that to take
Oh.
the actual sac out. But he actually made a much larger incision, which was part of the pain issue, and he put the solution on the inside to burn the wall of it.
I thought
gotcha.
helping your back surgery scar, like when I was doing that, I thought that was bad. This was like 1,000 times.
This was
worse.
1,000 times worse than back
It
surgery.
was horrible. It was fucking.
Because at least I had pain meds for my back
The only
surgery.
thing I ever had done was like I think I was like 8 or 9, and I had a skin tag underneath like my armpit, and they froze it and cut it off.
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
But it was like tiny, and like that was
Yeah.
I don't even know why they did. I mean,
I removed skin tag with a couple of shots of Jack Daniels and a freaking small scissors.
but that was the only one I ever had.
My,
and
my
I don't know why
dermatologist, Edward Scissorhands, every time I got good insurance, every time, let's cut this off. Let's cut this, send this out. Always cutting some shit off me.
Yeah, no.
So we've been pretty good lately.
No,
Yeah.
that was the
Hopefully
only
nothing
thing
that
that
you
I ever had.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I come out there like a hot mess because he goes through my beard and make sure he gets on the skin and my beard's all messed up.
I thought
Come
you
up.
had
Good thing you're not a moly
dermatologist.
person.
Yeah. No.
Now you have a male?
Yeah.
What happened to the
after?
female?
That's Dr. McBride. I see
Yeah.
her PA.
Oh well, that's who I saw.
Because
was
after they
her.
cut everything off and I'm okay, she's like, "All right, I'm gonna kick you off to the PA."
Yeah, I
now."
don't have anything like
So-
except for one freckle that
Yeah.
she's watching.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
have
had
lots of freckles, but she's
Yeah.
watching one.
I got sick. Sometimes you get you'll get warts after a bad virus or bad sickness. right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was probably in my early 20s, and I didn't get sick very often, but when I did, did get pretty sick. So I got this wart on my elbow right here, and it started to grow, and it was very noticeable. So when you're in your early 20s and you're working and you want to go out and hang out and meet girls with a short sleeve shirt on, and you have this wart going, "Hello, nice to meet you."
It's like in the Peter Griffith episode.
It was,
Family
it was,
Guy.
and all my buddies would make fun of me. And he's like, "Hey, horny, stop waving at me." I'm like, "No, it's your fucking wart." So one night, I used to put compound W on it. And it would shrink it, lower it, shrink it, and then when you stopped, it'd grow back again. So one night, I decided to have a couple of beers, and then I went in with like a freaking toenail clipper and just removed it, and then you could see all the black dots, all the roots, dug in, and it looked like a crime scene. The bathroom, dug everything out, and then I took compound W and just
Oh my god!
put it in there. It never grew back again.
I thought you were going to say it got infected. You had to go to the hospital.
No. It was painful as all get out. Like
People say to use duct tape. Is that a real thing?
Duct tape
I don't know.
what?
I
To remove
had-
a wart.
No, you put duct tape over the wart and it supposedly gets rid of it and kills it.
I don't know. I had two.
I don't know.
I had two on my fingers probably like 15, 20 years ago. And I was getting ready to go to head of setup for the doctor. They weren't real big. And then I was at work and I stuck my hands down into an engine bay, and something sharp, sliced the one straight off. I mean, it was whoo. Then they froze the other one off. The doctor's looking at it, like, yeah, I think you got everything on the other one. It like sliced
it bleeds like a freaking.
It does. It's very muscular.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
God
I've never had a wart.
Yeah.
I think Graham had one on like.
Yeah, when
on
you
his hand
when
or
you freeze them
something.
though, like I said, it just you put a bandage on it and then it like falls off after a couple days.
It does.
Yeah, I had one on my calf when I was younger. After getting sick, and
Yeah.
they froze it off my calf. It wasn't a big deal, but this was the only other one I had, and it was.
Yeah, Joe not too long ago had one on the bottom of his foot that we kept putting those medicated pads on, and it does.
Yeah.
It slowly. It takes a couple days for it to like kill off the roots. And we were in a hotel room, and I took the Band-Aid off, and I'm like, oh, we can. It looks like it's dead. I'll just kind of just pop
Scrape
it off.
out. Mhm.
Not just like it looked like it just needed to come right off. Well, it was still attached.
What is wrong with you women? You always want
He
to pick things.
screamed, but
You always
it came
picking
out and it
things
didn't
off.
grow
You
back.
always
He had a hole in his foot then.
Always wanting to pick and pull and pluck. Leave shit alone.
What are you talking
You
about?
women, you're all oh, you women are all the same.
Yep.
What
Like
is
you always wanted to
Sunburn, zits.
pop things, pull things. What is your fascination with?
No,
Yeah,
I don't do that.
You're the same. You're the same.
Oh,
no.
How am I the same? Gabby? Why would you let me
like last
touch
week,
them?
I had like a hair on my
Oh,
eyebrow.
yeah, that bothered me.
Yeah, and then you're like, here,
Right
let
in
me
the
get it.
middle.
And then for like a minute, she's trying to grab it and she's tugging it. You know, it's like, what? Just,
Yeah, I
With her
should have went and got
fingers?
tweezers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using my nail to try to get it out. It was driving me crazy.
That's funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah,
well.
I'll see Joe's profile, and he has he's got a couple of straggler hairs.
He had him earlier. He was up in the
Yeah.
bathroom
like
shaving.
they're just little. He's got his stash and stuff's coming in, but I'll get one crazy old man hair
Yeah.
that's about this long and all
Curly.
squiggly. I'll just reach over and I'll grab it, and he'll freaking jump. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, you look ridiculous."
Oh, I finally had to convince Wyatt to shave because I mean he was getting hair, but it was like in patches. But down here it was like so long and like starting to curl, but there was like patches. So I finally was
The
like,
reverse beard,
shave it.
Yeah.
neck beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's like actually growing back again. I'm like trying to convince him to shave again. He's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like,
Get him like an
one-time
electric
thing.
razor.
I don't know. I have a feeling I'd have to be in there with him, like to make
For
sure
an
he doesn't
electric one?
shave. He doesn't shave anything else, like eyebrow. Like I don't know. I'm just like concerned that we're just doing little baby steps. It took me forever to convince him to shave. He's had facial hair now for a year, and I thought he would do the opposite because it's Kevin. Kevin has a beard, so we're always like, "Oh, you want to grow a beard like Kevin?" He says no. He says, "What is that villain, Jafar from
From Aladdin.
Yeah, he wants to.
Nice.
That's what he-
That's
he's like
great.
Jafar. Yeah,
That's
so,
funny. I
I
remember
know.
Joe shaving for the first time. All I heard was laughter in the bathroom. Wyatt was in there. Kerry was showing him how to shave. There were pictures of him with like shaving cream just
Aw.
everywhere.
Yeah. You want to put a lot on. You want it
Yeah.
when it's dripping off, you've got
Good
enough. You
enough,
know? And-
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
all laughing.
That's
Yeah, that was watching Joe put shaving cream on for the first time was the most uncomfortable thing in the world.
Yeah.
It was just like, it's and sometimes I sit there and I think, man, was I that dopey looking at 15?
Yeah, I know. You want
Because honestly, I didn't think I was. Like,
Yeah.
I thought
we were all dopey looking.
not to
I
the extent
taught you.
that
Did
you-
anyone teach you?
huh?
Did anyone teach you to shave?
No, I watched my dad shave. Actually, back in the day, back when I was a kid, I think my mom was my dad was in the hospital. He had some lumps removed, and then when I was in there, they gave you I was a kid, so like, here, take this, and they gave me a plastic shaving kit. There was like a mock shaving kit for kids, and it was like this little plastic razor, which looking back on it now, I was a kid. I was young, so I was probably like 9, so I wouldn't be able to tell this thing from a real one. But
right.
but I got one, and I used to sit with my dad when he would shave, I would shave, and I learned how to put on my shaving cream and use my little plastic razor,
Nice.
and that's how I learned.
That's funny because I bought a kit for Graham when he was small, and when he would be at my parents' house, my dad would shave, and Graham would be in there the same. Because anytime I was around my brother or my dad, I was like, Graham, pay attention. Like, this is what
learn how to be a goddamn man.
This is what guys do. I
Yeah.
can't show you these things, but they can.
This is not a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember as a kid, my dad used like a straight razor, like
Yeah,
these-
because he was a man.
he used to
Wow.
do all of that, right? So my brother and I would sit in there, and he would give us like a comb, and we would pretend to shave with him with like a comb.
Yeah.
But yeah, he used the straight, and he would be like,
Yeah,
Wow.
my dad had the old the old school screw the
Oh,
top
those
off
two, yeah.
and stick
Yep.
the straight blade, put it
Blade
in
in it.
there.
Yeah, my
Put
dad
down.
used that after a while too, but he used to do both.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think about all the cuts because he used to have a little paper, the little toilet paper things all over
yeah, 'cause
his
it's
Yeah, my dad would
face.
come down. My dad shaved every day religiously, and he would have the toilet paper on his
Yep.
face.
Yep.
That was my dad too. It's funny.
I
All
remember
the time.
my dad the only thing he could have was a mustache because he worked at 3 Mile Island and they always used to wear the suits.
Yeah.
And it always had to fit perfectly around your face and sealed, so they couldn't have beards. You know, the only facial hair you could have was a mustache. You could even have a goatee. You know, so that's why my dad had a mustache for years, never grew out of it from the 70s. But because and he had to shave religiously. So when they went in and they put on their equipment, it had to have a tight fit.
Yeah.
Yep. So crazy.
So Kevin, you going to lead us in?
Yes. I'm Broadleaf Bully Kevin.
I'm Broadleaf Bully Jess.
I'm Broadleaf Bully Kerr.
I'm Broadleaf Bully Jen.
And we are
The
Broadleaf
Broadleaf
Bullies.
Bullies.
We talk. You listen. We are the Broadleaf Bullies. And here's your hosts, Kev, Kerr, Jessie, and Jen.
So we are back. Are we going to consider this episode 1 for season 3?
No.
Kevin technically has this as episode 2,
Yeah.
but I think it should be
because-
episode 1.
Because his birthday. Right?
It was.
On your birthday was the first one.
I don't think.
That was episode 1, season 3. Was my birthday episode.
Okay, I for some reason there's a miscommunication. I thought we were waiting for Jess to actually kick off.
No.
He doesn't think about
because we took a break and then because Jen had said, "Hey, let's take a break between the seasons," and then we came back.
I like how he's now just going to just push it on everyone.
We did take a break between
I can
the
believe
seasons.
Jen did say that.
Yes.
Listen, I'm in a better mood today. Thank God we didn't do the bully show yesterday.
Yeah.
You were in a bad mood yesterday.
A little bit.
Oh.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, it's a very frustrating, aggravating bullshit happenings in life.
I was like, yeah. But anyway, yes, just in general.
Yeah.
But a happy-go-lucky Sunday is what we have.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Kevin.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Because that's not even going to make it all the way to the house.
No, not at all. The motorcycle.
You're
Yes,
right. Hold one moment. I don't know where it is.
Anyways, go ahead.
I should have kept talking because it makes for the weird pause in the
Oh.
podcast. So yeah,
You can always cut that out.
Yeah.
I apologize. I keep forgetting that, it'll be the podcast, but
Yeah,
That's okay.
That's okay.
God, Jed?
I know. I forgot. You should have reminded me
Well,
sooner.
I gotta go to the bathroom anyway. So talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Kevin and Harley's. We all want to see you on one.
No.
So, I'm not a motorcycle fan either.
No,
But
we just got rid of his motorcycle.
Yeah.
Literally just got rid of it
Just
for him
sell
to
it.
win one. Well, yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
that's
got
great
to.
though.
Yeah, no, yeah, they're gonna check. I already told them I prefer a cash alternative.
And
You know.
Kara's like, well, why didn't you watch? I said, I get so many. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Kevin won a motorcycle. And he's like, yeah, he was watching the show. I get so many emails from cigar places. I honestly, I don't look at them anymore. Now I do because of contests that I'm missing out just by watching.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
So,
you just gotta watch. You
just
gotta ask
thinking
at least
myself.
one. You gotta ask at least one question. And then that's it.
yeah, I
Usually,
can do that.
yeah, you got to use the hashtag like hashtag Ask JD, Ask Willie, Ask Frankie, Ask Jack.
That's on YouTube, correct?
No, they only go live on the Drew Estate Facebook page.
Okay. I
Not-
think
not the
November
fan
11th
page.
is the next one.
Yeah, so it's not the
So I
fan
will
page.
watch
it's
that one.
Yeah, it's the actual Drew Estate
Yeah,
page.
it's their actual
Yeah.
website through Facebook.
Yeah, they're giving away an F-150
Mm-hmm.
on the next show.
I am definitely watching that. We need another vehicle.
So, and then I don't think that this time whoever wins the F-150.
I won't take the cash option for that one.
Yeah, so whoever wins the F-150 on this one does not, I believe, does not get entered into the Bitcoin.
I think
Just,
the
I'm fine
Bitcoin
with that.
thing is done, right?
no. So from each show, so there's 3 shows. 5 winners will get
The next Drew Estate show, Kerr, on November 11th, they're giving away an F-150.
I'm in. I'm gonna win.
We're in. Yeah. So I have to start paying attention to all the emails I get from the different cigar companies now, just because.
But to be honest, his reaction was like, "Holy shit!" And he was like, "I won!" Like he's like, "I won something."
Oh, it was.
I guess it was
normally
about
not win stuff like
No.
you do
No,
scratch
I mean,
cards,
we don't
lottery.
really ever
casinos.
No, I mean we
anything.
win little things here and there,
but not
you know.
anything big. Like
No,
anytime
no,
we've
I've never
ever,
won a
every time we've tried to win something that we were interested in, one of like the big ashtrays. Even when we've gone to all the barn smokers, like we've never won anything from the
We
raffles.
don't win jack
Yeah.
shit.
This was like the first time he's won something of of this magnitude. And I kept thinking, I'm like, you're lying. He's like, no, I won. I go, bullshit. You stop. Like, I didn't believe him at first. I was like, no, you're not accepting a motorcycle. Like, that's not happening.
I don't think it's fair that you won,
yeah.
Kevin Shahan.
Well, that's the other thing too.
You see, there's a problem here. The original mask
I wonder
is
why that person.
undetectable.
But I wonder why that person like said that, because
Kevin.
you don't work for Drew Estate, so why couldn't you win?
Kevin Shahan, the garden tool. I will tell you this: that victory was born in darkness.
Luckily,
And you think the darkness is your ally, but it's not.
Oh my god!
They must find a body amongst the wreckage, brother. And your garden tool will be found amongst that wreckage someday.
luckily, a lot of people came to
like
my
a bum.
defense. In
We do
like-
have a Bane mask.
I do have a
Yeah.
Bane
I
mask I
don't
was
know where
looking
it
for.
is.
Sorry.
yeah, so
Yeah, I just thought that was a weird thing for her to say. Like, she
Yeah.
could have just said congratulations and
yeah.
moved on. But maybe she legitly thought you have something to do with Drew Estate and felt like that was unfair, and that's justified if that's how she
No,
was
it's
like,
No, it isn't.
if she was
It's a very bizarre
misinformed.
post.
Well, I
I-
think she
Does anyone
legitly.
know who
You
she
came
is?
back far too amicable, Jess.
Well,
Stop it.
I mean,
Your hiatus softened you.
yes, yes, it has.
Yeah, you know, even I think even Drew Estate was a little shocked because when Jack drew my name, there was like that hesitation when he
Like,
saw
do I
the
say
name.
do I say his name?
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
his
there was-
name?
They
There-
would have had to.
there-
What are
there-
they going to make
there-
up a name?
Yeah, I know there was that brief second. It's like shit.
So it wasn't like your generated one where it automatically populates on the screen. They
No, I think
physically pulled
he
the
had like
name?
pieces of
They
paper.
have pieces of paper.
Yeah,
they
with-
What do
write
they, how
in.
do they do that? Like, what do you do leading up to it to get in that drawing?
So you got to ask a
Oh.
question. No, nothing. So as soon as the live show starts, the very second, you just have to ask a question using the hashtag like hashtag AskJD. Then you ask him a question, or hashtag Ask Pedro, Ask Joe Grow. So once you ask a question, you're entered.
That's what we have to do for November
Yeah.
11th. F-150.
That's interesting.
And then, like I said, like telling Jen when you were gone, like I said, I don't think from what I heard, the person that wins the F-150, they don't get entered into the drawing for the Bitcoin.
I'm
'Cause
fine with that.
That's a pretty massive prize. I mean, that's I want to say it's an F-150 Lightning. I don't think it's the Raptor, but it's probably a
That's a pretty well.
it's probably a $70,000 truck.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going
I
to say
mean,
the
it's not-
bitcoins
they're not
right now are
cheap.
going. One Bitcoin is equal to 60,000 right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. They're expecting it to reach 100 before the end of the year.
That is
Awesome.
so crazy.
That's crazy.
But you
I mean,
should-
it's
I'd be okay with
pretty
the
impressive.
F-150.
but you know what though? It's you won fair and square, and congratulations.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be salty people out there, right?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I agree with that. I think even from the last big one they did, like, Kevin's like, oh man, that'd be awesome to have that bar, and then the one guy gets the bar and now he's trying to sell it because he has
too
no
big.
space for it.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
And
and
you
then
want a
people-
Harley for it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, no. And it was a good price, man. Like I said, that bar. If you were anywhere near the, he was in what, New Jersey?
It was Pennsylvania. I
Or
think.
Pennsylvania? It was $1,000 would have taken that bar, and you'd had to go
wow.
pick it up though. That was, I mean, man, like I said, it was. I'm trying to, figure out shipping, and then, which is tough. Like if I was shipping something that size to Kerr or vice versa, we'd have it down pat. Someone that doesn't ship every day and doesn't understand logistics, trying to coordinate with that
Pennsylvania
person.
is my hometown, man.
Yeah.
That's my state.
Yeah.
I would have been like, let's take a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people kind of gave him some shit for that. Like, oh, well, why did you accept it? Well, it's like he didn't realize, you don't realize.
It's my
like
fucking
I
gift.
won,
I'll do what I
right?
want
Like,
with it.
Exactly.
right. And
I don't give a shit if I freaking spray paint it freaking pink with
Yeah.
purple polka.
so I thought that
purple
was
polka
kind of
dots.
shitty of some people to give him credit. It's
People
like
are stupid.
not your place,
Yeah.
So same thing with Kevin. It's like I don't think people realize, like, no, Kevin does not win. Like, we don't, and he doesn't enter things because like we do this, but with the Drew State stuff, like we still are.
You're not an
cigar
employee.
smoker,
You're
right?
not
Yeah.
excluded from that whole
Yeah.
scenario, and you're
But I
still
can see
supporting
why
them and
Jack
doing what
maybe
people do.
hesitated because you are.
Well, and also for 2 hours prior to the event, I
You're
was
promoting it.
on every single platform. Hey, come hang out with me
Yeah.
in the chat
You had a lot of
panel.
videos out.
I had a lot of
Yeah.
videos out, and then all of a sudden, hey,
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you should contact her and tell her that you'll give her a little piece of the pie.
Yeah.
make
Send her
happy.
a little swag bag
Yeah.
no, it's
from
okay.
Cigar
Yeah.
Prop
so
I'll
yeah, so
give you-
it'll-
I will give you some shadow bags.
and put a Bane action figure in there.
Yeah. So it'll definitely help. The money will help with a little bit of the renovation, a little bit of with the Trash Panda, getting some inventory in, and
Inventory. I thought that was the whole point. We weren't going to have any inventory.
but what do you think? What do
I'm
you
not
think?
talking about
now.
that part because you haven't said that out loud. I'm talking about the stuff that we're able to do right now.
What's out? That's
You said you weren't going to
Cat's out
do
of the
that.
bag.
Yeah, the cat's been out of the bag. It's
Oh,
been
did you
running
talk
around.
about the cigars?
The Trash Panda?
Not Trash Panda.
No,
No,
not the other
no,
one.
not
No,
the
no,
other
no, not
cat.
those. Oh no, no,
No.
all that. No, there's no cigar thing out of the bag. I'm not buying
Just
inventory. Inventory
Trash
for Trash
Panda.
Panda.
Yeah, not the other.
Yeah, not the other releases.
All right, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those aren't even mine. I'm not selling any of those
That's
cigars.
not what I'm talking about.
Then
you
we're
guys-
very confused.
Let's just put it this way. I want no product. We already have enough stuff. We talked about this. So that's why we'll talk about it later.
What are we
Then
selling?
what
for
is
the-
then what's Trash Panda Cigars?
I don't know now.
Are you
Not,
I don't know.
Are you
Yeah.
a clothing store?
I
It's a
thought that's what he was
concept.
talking about. And I'm
What?
saying I thought you were doing to order. What product would we have? What do we have to inventory?
Cigars.
That's okay. That's why I was looking at you. So I
Yeah.
thought you hadn't said that out loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
I feel like sometimes I want to talk to
It
a
sounds
wall.
like
I think people
baseball thing.
I think people know that
my
we'll be
weekend,
selling.
Jess.
Yeah, people know that we'll be selling cigars. They just don't. they
Kevin,
just
whatever. Do what you want.
they just don't know what we'll be selling.
I
Yeah,
don't even care anymore.
Yeah,
I
we-
give up because I get told so many things,
Well,
and then
But it was
so much
posted on
shit
Facebook
happens.
by your buddy. What's
yeah.
his
Craig
name?
Vanderslice
Right.
had
Yeah,
the press
the
release.
panda Trash Panda
I understand
folder
that part.
or whatever
I
name you gave him.
yeah.
So yes, so people are under the assumption that I will be selling cigars, which they are correct, but we haven't released
Because it's in the name.
Yeah, it's in the name, but we haven't released what we're going to be selling.
Okay.
So people
True.
don't know
That is
so-
true.
And
so
how
people-
it's gonna work. And
Yeah,
the
so people
whole-
don't know. I mean,
Right.
they may think I'm like Stogie Rhodes. I'll be having my own blends, and which is
Okay.
not nowhere near what we're doing. So, nor do I ever want. Well, on this, I don't want to say I don't ever want to do that.
Stop
but,
talking.
yeah.
Just stop talking.
The more I see Kerr do it, the more I'm like, I don't want to do that.
But with the new edition, you have plenty of room for inventory.
Yes.
Aren't you doing like a walk-in humidor?
When the addition even gets started, it hasn't started yet. So we're just going to keep bringing stuff into the smallest space that we have left. No,
You can just rent like another storage unit temporarily.
No, I'm not doing that. He can. I already have one.
A shedador.
I've had one for almost 5 years now.
Yeah.
That I pay for. That all that stuff has been sitting in there because we have no room for it. So I don't want any more shit coming into this house.
So
I'm putting my foot
We make
down.
room. We really don't have room either.
We are hoping to have room for. We would like a walk-in humidor in the new the addition, but we're not sure.
That'd be great.
I like how he throws a we in there when he's talking about this. He says I. When he's talking to me about it, he's like, "This is what I want." But then when now he's putting it out there as if this is like a collaboration because you are already going to do whatever you want to do.
It's a collective I.
It is. I meaning we.
But I do the same stuff with Jen when I'm sitting there talking about what I want to do. It's with the understanding of the company and things that we discuss. And I said, man, I would really like to do this. I like to do that. And then
I say okay.
And then I get feedback.
Yeah.
Because even if you had a really
Kevin doesn't want my feedback.
Even if you had a really small walk-in humidor, but it wouldn't have to be very much. Even like 4 feet by 6 feet is a massive amount of room when you're thinking you can stack to the ceiling.
Well, think about what's her face's humidor down in Greenwood, Debs.
Yeah,
that would be a perfect humidor for your house, which is equivalent to a walk-in closet.
Yeah, I agree.
And that holds a lot of cigars.
Oh yeah, like in your typical walk-in closet, you could probably hold 20,000 cigars.
Our walk-in closet's huge. I can't even imagine turning that into a humidor.
Especially like Kerr, you've all your boxes of just stacking all of your I mean, it'd be a massive amount of cigars.
It would be. I mean, it literally. Our walk-in closet is equivalent to what Deb's her humidor is.
Yeah,
and I mean, you could probably do a lot of damage, if you will, fit a lot of cigars in there.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you think about the traditional humidors with the racks and then the cigars on the racks, but just stacking in that environment, I mean, God Almighty, I mean, I could probably stack, 20 times the amount of cigars I have right now in there.
Oh yeah.
And it takes up, like I said, the equivalent of a walk-in closet. It's nothing.
Yeah, especially the box shapes that we have.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just so much better. I mean, listen, that's my opinion. I'd love to have a walk-in humidor as well someday.
I would just like them to break ground.
Yeah,
put a slab down. But we have like so much to do prior to that because we also have to have the piping put in to extend it because eventually we'll be putting in another bathroom. So there's like other things that we still have to have done before they pour the slab. So
is it just delays with the permit or with?
There was a delay with because we're also building a shed, like a 12 by 18 shed. So it's about the same size as our 1-car garage. And then that permit got approved right away. Then they asked for revisions on the building. The addition that'll be attached to the house. So that
was like a month ago.
So he had to submit revisions, and he was hoping that the first round of the submissions. And
where we live, this isn't like unexpected because we had this happen when he did the addition for our room. He's based out of Naples, and they don't have the same guidelines as like Northport does, and so he was like taken back on how the permits were taking so long. And at first I was like, what the hell? But it's happened because he's done quite a few things for us now, and this I think we're just used to it. But I really thought by now we would have broke ground.
Is it better that it is later weather-wise, being that it's
for
not
them,
that it gets like cooler, but it'll be
and no rain.
Better.
It's better to have certain things done before the rainy season.
Yeah,
now the rainy season.
Because honestly, if he broke ground even a month and a half ago, he'd maybe been able to work 1 day a week,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
for the last month and a half. So
Yeah.
he wouldn't have gotten that much work
Right.
done. And then trying to dig a foundation when the ground is just
Like sopping wet,
Yeah.
like a moat.
We've had a ridiculous amount of rain, and this
Yeah.
morning was the coolest it's been. It was 45 when we woke
Yeah,
up.
there's a cold
Got up
front.
to 67, and
yeah.
it was just freaking perfect.
Yeah, there's a cold front coming here. They said I think by the end of the week, it's supposed to be the coldest it's been in years, like at this time of the year. And I'm
Mhm.
like, finally, because usually during Halloween, kids
Yeah.
sweat to death and their
Yeah.
candy's
Yeah.
melted in 2
I remember
seconds.
trick or treating as a kid. Sometimes it's during the snow.
It's
You have a
snow,
snowstorm, and you're trying to put your costume over like your winter
jacket.
coat
I
and
remember
like
that,
snow
too.
pants. So you pretty
That's
much just look
right.
like
Those
the
Do you
old
Michelin
remember
man.
those plastic ones?
suits,
Yeah.
And with
yeah.
oh yeah, we used to throw those over like our like
You can put it over
sweatpants and
anything.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
They
it
used to have
also
the trash
doubled as
bag.
like a rain jacket because it was
Yeah,
waterproof.
that's what it
So weather wise, I didn't look up for you guys, but for because we're in a La Nina year, you know, so this is supposed to be one of the warmest winters on record in Florida, and one of the coldest on record in the north. But you guys are like in between. You guys,
We'll get a split of
Wait,
it.
this is
Last
supposed to be the warmest.
this is gonna be the
Last year was warm.
no. This is gonna be the they
last
say-
winter we got
yeah.
nothing.
Well,
Last year was a
It
very
wasn't
mild
cold
winter.
at all.
Yeah, this is the second year of La Nina. Yeah, we got 10 years.
Seems
of
like
that.
it's every year.
It's 10-year cycles. So during the El Nino, we get cold. La Nina, we get warm here in Florida. So yeah, we got 8 more. We
Sucks.
got 8 more years of this.
Great.
We always kind of seem to split the difference. I mean, it always
Especially
seems
where
You
we're
guys get
nestled.
rain.
It
You guys
seems-
get that sleety rain.
we get. I hate cold rain. We'll get the cold
Yeah.
rain a
Mhm.
lot because it does get cold here. But last year we didn't get any snow, did we?
No, it was a super mild winter.
You know, we've gotten snow from time to time. You know, we'll get like 3 inches, maybe 5 inches, and it'll melt quickly. But
Yeah.
for the most part, you know, it's getting colder. It's getting cooler now,
Mhm.
and then like next month it'll just plummet. You know,
Yeah.
there is no real transition.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it when the weather gets cooler here. I don't like it when it's still that humidity stays.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
We went through
What's
that a
the
couple of
point?
weeks ago where it was colder. It was in the 60s, but it was humid.
Yeah.
And it always made you it was like the grossest feeling is being sticky humid with cold. You felt like you had the flu constantly, like you're
Yeah.
cold and clammy all the time.
Yeah.
And our leaves will just go from green to brown when
Mhm.
with the way the weather's been, there's no transition of the fall colors and foliage.
Does the kudzu die in the wintertime?
Yes,
It does.
thank God.
And then we'll
does?
just have
Okay.
bare trees.
Yeah, we always measure it too by our backyard, looking at the pole that pops up over top of our white fence.
Yeah.
That's covered in kudzu, and then you'll see that slowly turn to brown, and it'll
Yeah.
go. Then you'll see the pole, and then you know the spring will come in, and you'll start seeing that one little vine creeping up.
Why don't you get that vine when it starts?
It's not on our property.
It's not on our
behind
property.
it.
I do in our yard,
Yeah.
because it's crazy aggressive.
Yeah, it grows
Oh, yeah.
super
Mm.
that
fast.
shit is like
It's like from a horror movie.
the first year we were here. It was like halfway down the back of our yard, down the hill,
It
to
was
the
like-
point where we
Yeah.
have that white fence underneath. We have a lattice part underneath it. It completely destroyed the lattice.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
a monster, right? And then we had a guy hacking away at it. He was horrible, and we tried spraying it. Just kept coming back, and then we had this couple that was mowing lawns in the neighborhood. And I was like, how much? And he's like, $40. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey, can you get rid of the kudzu in the back? He's like, yeah, sure. And whatever he sprayed on
I
it,
think it was deep.
it never came back.
Yeah. Diesel or DDT. Yeah, whatever.
It
Yeah.
never came back.
It was Agent Orange.
Yeah.
But,
It was something where it was just like, yep, we sprayed it, you know, just give it a couple days, don't go near it. And I was like, no problem. And it actually, what it started doing, crazy enough, it started growing over the fence, and then it was actually growing up and then grabbing a hold of the tree and wrapping around the tree.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was really creepy.
It was crazy.
I just can't believe. I mean, I read the story still. I mean,
times
the
in a row.
millions and millions of
Amazing.
dollars
Mm.
every year that they spend on. just trying to find, anything that basically
Restaurants
like South Carolina, North Carolina, like anywhere in the world. Like if you have an idea, like, hey, I think this will combat kudzu, they'll give you money. Right now they're just they're throwing money at everybody.
Now, is that cigar that's named kudzu named after the viney intrusive?
I believe so. I believe
because that's the only time I've ever heard that word was in what that plant is or whatever, vine, weed, whatever you want to call it. But then when I saw the cigar name, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, because that was the whole Southern drawl thing was his Southern drawl.
That would make sense then.
That does make sense.
Okay. I didn't realize it was Southern draw. That definitely is good.
A lot of restaurants will use it. You can eat it.
You can?
It's edible.
Yeah.
Really?
But, I mean...
It doesn't have, I don't think, any real major nutrition value, but
I don't know
it's
if
edible.
I'd eat that.
They put it in salads.
Yeah, I mean, how much? I mean, it makes no dent at all.
Like kale. No, I'm just saying though. At least people are trying to do something.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. They'll never. Yeah, they'll never get rid of it.
Well, you can't say never. Though something else will just come and be more evasive than that.
Yeah,
and who knows what
that look, all the kudzu's gone. Now there's
a bug.
Yeah, now we got toads.
There's some kind of bug.
Well, you have the lantern flies. You have up north. You have all the different bugs that are now eating whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. The stink bugs have come back in full force because it did get cooler here, and then it warmed up. And these weird little black ladybugs, I don't know what they are, but they were just all over our front door yesterday. They're just so gross.
We have 2 seasons.
And they're crunchy when you step on them.
Yeah, we have 2 seasons of love bugs. And I watched a TikTok and brought it to Kevin's attention. And I was like, we didn't have a love bug season. The whole time.
Is that what they are?
They're called love bugs because they just kind of attached to each other.
They do. They're like in little clusters.
Yeah. And like during the season you drive, they hit your wind. You kill. I mean, you could touch them and they die. I mean, that's just they're everywhere. So, and we have two times of the year that we get it. Well, I haven't seen it in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So then I was reading online that because this person was like, did anybody else notice this? And I was like, Kevin, how did we not know this? And we were like, there hasn't been one. And so there was an article about how like they stay dormant sometimes. That's bullshit. Ever since I have lived here, I have literally seen those love bugs. Your car gets covered.
There are some.
Do you get stink bugs as well down there?
No.
Do you know?
But we have so many invasive species of plants here.
Yeah,
in Florida that are not native to Florida because of all from the birds.
We got a Japanese tallow in our yard.
Yeah,
it's not.
I don't know what that is.
It just looks like a tree. It's just a big ass tree.
Yeah.
Do you eat the jelly beans where it's like a trick or treat where it could be a gross flavor or a good flavor?
You're talking about the Harry Potter ones?
No. I can't. What's the name of them? We have them inside. They actually have one Bean Boozled. That's it. I don't know why. We actually were playing it the other
5 years since I've had those.
Well, they have stink bug flavor now.
Oh,
when
really?
Killian was over for Joe's birthday that we did, it's nice. It was a spinny top. There's some new flavors, and one of them was stink bug. Killian loved playing it. He was just like spinning the wheel, and he'd spit it out. But
he was not happy about it.
I was the only one that, Joe was gagging. I think he threw up outside. Joe became a wuss and does it like we used to just play. You can't throw up. You can't spit it out, or else you lose.
I'm actually the worst, the worst partner. Because I will spit it out. Yeah, I don't care. So
I won't be honest.
So I was FaceTiming Emma, and we used to play this with the kids all the time. And I was telling her about it, and I showed her, and she's like, "Spin it," and I spun it, and it fell on stink bug.
Should I go get them? Should we do a quick round?
Yeah, sure. Without Kevin and Jess, that'll be fucking great.
Yes, you can. Let's play a quick round.
So basically, I got one, and it wasn't the bad one. And I spun again. I got stink bug. And I spit it out and almost threw up, and I started gagging, and she started laughing. She goes, "Did you just do that for my benefit?" I said, "Oh no, I wouldn't fake it." I was like, "That was effing gross. It really was horrible." I don't do well with it. I'll never
I
forget.
can only imagine anything stink bug, vomit,
And
boogers,
well, I mean,
like
the only good thing after that, no matter how many times you spin, you probably can't get stink bug out of your palate. You're done.
The last time we played, Wyatt was the guy who had to eat the jelly bean to win, and he got stinky fish, and he put it in his mouth and he went,
Smelled so bad.
and he started chewing it. He goes,
his breath.
I think you got stinky fish, and we're like, you got to finish it. He goes, it's actually not that bad, and I go, are you sure you got stinky fish? And he goes, and blew him on me. I start freaking dry heaving.
If Kerry was a cartoon, his eyes would have been X's.
And we all start laughing, and we're like, why? It's just like sitting there eating a stinky fish freaking jelly bean like nothing ever happened.
But yet he's the pickiest eater and
Joe's
won't
going
eat like anything.
Joe's going, ugh.
Yeah, Joe has a bad gag.
Forget it. That's it. I'm throwing.
Okay, so
Nice. They have a spinny.
We're right here. Please stop fucking yelling.
They have a spinny
Please.
top now.
Microphone.
They've really kind of.
Oh, I've
they
never
upped
seen
their
that one
game.
before. It's,
Yeah.
it's right on the
It was-
container.
Well, the other ones that they had were like this really shitty plastic, and it wouldn't spin. Now they up their game with this
They
metal and
did.
it actually spins.
So if you open that up, is it like all subdivided?
No, it's all mixed in. Unfortunately, you have to pick out what it looks like.
Oh, they all
You
different
just-
colors in on the new.
They are. So
You gotta
it's.
match
okay.
the colors. With
You gotta-
what you get, and it will
where's-
give
where's
you.
the
Oh,
camera?
okay.
It will give you what you're gonna get. It'll say either, like there's a white one,
Like this blue one, for example.
So why don't one of
Jen,
these spin
please.
and get
Fuck.
one?
So if you spin it, it'll say you'll get. There's a white one with all these different colored sprinkles, and it's either birthday cake or dirty dishwater.
Oh, okay.
God.
The worst one is dog food.
Yeah.
See, I don't
fucking
think
hate
that's the
canned dog
worst.
food.
I think
I can't
spoiled
do
milk
it.
was one of the worst.
Go ahead, you're first.
Okay, I'll go first.
I
We got. What we got to do is we'll get one and send one to you,
Mm-mm.
and then one of the shows we'll do.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jess. You're gonna do it, and then
No.
we'll do it.
You have to. There's not a choice in it.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
You know the one thing. I'll say it after you guys eat.
So this one is either Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks.
Let me see. Let me see what it looks
Okay.
like.
It looks like it's white. It looks tie-dyed. Looks like a tie-dye jelly bean.
I don't see any of those in there. I see the birthday cake.
Is that
one.
it right there?
Well, I don't think that's white though. This is the only thing that looks close to it. It looks
That
pink.
looks white.
See, look, this one here.
No, that's peach or barf.
No, that's got one too many colors in it to be peach or barf.
Ugh, yuck.
Or it's strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish.
No. I see those in here.
I think he's trying to trick me.
Well,
to get
no,
a
I don't
bad
see any.
one.
I don't see any of the white ones in here. That's what I'm saying. Look.
They're both with their sunglasses.
right
like
there.
they're
Oh, that's the
seeing.
only one. Sorry. I hope
It's
a
right here.
Fucking dirty one for you.
So-
Still eat it.
Oh, it's the only one. I
Right
gotta
there.
eat it.
I
Okay,
will.
so it's what? Dish soap?
So it's either dirty dishwater or birthday cake.
Hmm.
And you can't, like, you smell it, just smells like a jelly bean. It's just
Yeah,
so
'cause-
impressive on how you can't test it. Because, like, the kids would, like, be like, I don't want that one.
Or they,
No,
or
I'm not gonna
they'll bite
spit
a
it
little
out.
bit and they'll
We've been playing this
Can't.
for years. I refuse to lose.
eat it.
And it's birthday cake. You could tell almost immediately. That's actually pretty tasty. I
Oh,
like
we
that
know
one.
Kerr's getting something that's not
You know,
tasty.
you
I
know,
hope so.
I know.
I really hope it's like. So he got
Buttered popcorn or
buttered
rotten egg.
popcorn or rotten eggs.
taste
Rotten
horrible.
eggs is the one that I ate in a car ride coming up
You
from
had acid
Charleston.
reflux for days.
And I was burping up rotten eggs
It was
like the
horrible.
whole 3-hour drive
till you
from
swallowed it.
Charleston. And it was just,
All right, here
it
it
was
is.
horrible. It looks like buttered popcorn. That would be it. So if you can see, it's a buttered popcorn jelly bean, the
Yeah.
white with the yellow. Now, I don't like buttered popcorn jelly bean to begin with. So that was always a hard one for me. And we'll see if he's. Sometimes it's hard.
It's rotten egg.
No, thank God it's buttered popcorn.
Oh, nice.
So I'm wondering,
ain't
we
rotten
did eat a
egg.
lot of bad ones at Joe's
Spin.
birthday. So I don't really know what's left in here.
Spin.
Oh,
Don't spin like that. That's stupid. You gotta spin it like this. Oh my God, you're horrible at that. You get the same one. Spin
no,
it.
this is peach or barf.
Oh, God.
Mm. So this is peach color with red specks. That's
Oh.
it. Or it's strawberry smoothie or dead fish.
We've got to get the order some of the chips, the Pakai one chip challenge, where it's like whether you can eat the world's hottest potato chip or not.
It's a bad flavor. I just don't know if it's barf or dead fish. It's pretty bad.
That looks like
this would be barf. It actually has that acid taste. That acid, acid taste to it. No. It is crazy. It's making my eyes.
Don't breathe on me. Don't breathe on me.
Oh no! See, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm gonna get sick. Stop.
I'm gonna get sick. Hold on.
Oh my god!
It's really my eyes are about to like tear it up so bad.
I'm not even there, and I feel sick. I do not like that stuff.
But I refuse. Like I said, I refuse to lose. So my team used to be myself.
That was a freaking. That was easy.
Myself, Emma, our niece Taylor. That was my team.
Coconut or spoiled milk.
Emma was like me. We weren't going to lose. Taylor was the wild card, where she kind of would be a baby at times.
We got pictures that are horrible. So this is spoiled milk or
coconut.
But we have pictures of Joe gagging and drool coming out of his mouth, and he's just like, oh my god.
I think I'd rather take the spoiled milk over the coconut.
The spoiled milk is pretty bad.
That's what your concern is? She just ate barf. Oh, see? Oh. It must have been the spoiled milk. Oh god.
It smells too. Oh my god, it was almost me.
My mouth is
and he's a milk drinker, so that's just even funnier. So we'll save the rest of them, but I will have to get you. I got this at Party City. So we need to get we got to get 2 more cans. Well, I think it would be fun. We need to do couples games, and I think this would be a good team up. It could even be
watching
me and Kevin and Jess and Kerr.
Oh yeah, because I would just be like, all right, this sucks. I'm gonna finish it though.
I'm not even exaggerating.
I still have a gelatin stuck in my.
As soon as I bite it, when that taste hits my palate, it has to leave because it is that effing nasty. Then I smelled it in a cup.
Which I don't understand because you eat like anything. Like
I don't eat fucking stink bugs.
I know, but you'll try anything.
I have a limit.
I don't eat stink bugs, canned dog food, and wash it down with some spoiled milk.
That's true because he does gag at just like the wet cat food, putting the cat out.
Yes.
That's horrible. Joe and I one day when we first had to do it, we were both gagging.
I don't get it.
That was horrible.
Personally.
That was seriously.
Yeah, Kevin can't do poop.
That's terrible.
Animal poop or just poop?
Well,
from
I mean, I don't think he's any
pieces?
poop. But
I'm saying
I get
kid poop. Jessica, if she poops and he goes in after her.
Oh no, he wouldn't. I mean, he would never come in the bathroom. Like he locks the door. No one's allowed in there. Like this is like.
Well, I don't want to go in there and watch you shitting.
I know that, but I'm saying like afterwards.
Poop, but whatever. But I mean,
Carol leaves the door wide open.
I leave the door
open. I
got
up in the morning after he left for work the other day and saw that there was a paper towel on the floor, and I go to pick it up. And the dog, I guess, pooped, and he covered it. He covered it, but doesn't text me or doesn't leave a note, doesn't say anything. He wakes me up to say goodbye, but you don't tell me.
So it's 6 o'clock in the morning. She bends down and grabs this paper towel, and then
that's funny.
Punch in the face.
I almost threw up.
I was going to ask you about the surprise.
You
got to it. Actually, I thought this was going to be a good lead into that question, but she beat me to it.
What question?
Was that her stinky towel thing? Her surprise?
Yeah, Kerr knew about the poop and the paper towel.
Oh,
someone knew, funny. Just not the person that needed to know.
I didn't know. No.
I didn't text Kerr that morning and go.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I'm gonna put this for Jessica.
He probably sent pictures.
Jess, he did. He texted me. He goes, "Hey, guess what I just did?"
Yeah.
I told you. He just didn't tell me.
Kerr said,
he posted
don't clean it up. Put a towel over it. Be a man.
That I knew it was all you. Because Kevin can't do it. Like he probably walked and was like, "Now I gotta burn the fucking house down."
Yeah.
Like. And Stella never does that, but we gave her some pretzels.
Me and Stella finished a pretty big Wawa pretzel.
I think that upset her belly, and that was, I mean, at least it was in the kitchen. on the, not on a
Yeah.
rug.
Yeah.
But still, Kevin doesn't say anything. Just cut. And I mean, I could have easily just stepped on it. I don't know. I was just
how awesome would that have been if you
I've stepped on
it?
cat shit.
the smell
You're very
when
loud.
I picked that
Sorry.
fucking paper towel up.
Uh,
I
That'd be
almost
great.
died. I almost died, and then I immediately was like, "What the fuck, Kevin?" Was like, "You couldn't give me a heads up that you." I knew he wouldn't clean it up. That's
Where'd you
not
step on
Kevin.
cat
That's-
shit?
he
It was
doesn't
a
do-
while
he
ago.
doesn't do-
Turdy took a shit like near the front door on the wood floor.
I would've fucking
And
kicked
I
him.
went downstairs in the morning to get ready for work. And I don't put my socks on. I have my scrubs on. I'm all dressed, but I carry my socks down, my clogs. Cooper's behind me. And there's no lights until I get into the kitchen. And as I'm walking, I just stepped right
That's
on
'cause
it.
we
I
have
was
an
so
asshole
freaking.
cat.
She is such an asshole cat.
We
That's
have-
why her
we
name's
have-
Turdy.
We have a kitty litter box downstairs and a kitty
I
litter box
really-
upstairs, right?
She's the most
she'll-
high maintenance thing I've ever
She'll
seen.
piss in the freaking kitty litter box downstairs, and she'll go shit in a corner because she doesn't want to walk around the big pea cake that she peed in there.
You need
So-
we
And
don't
she-
want
and
that
she won't-
it's
and-
constantly moving.
And she won't,
She won't
go,
go in there.
And she won't go upstairs after taking a piss because she's so fucking lazy. She'll just go take a shit in a corner. So I'm sitting there watching Jen pick up the cat, put her in the litter box, watches her pee, cleans it up, then puts her back in the litter box. And I'm like,
So she takes a shit
this cat
and
has
gets it done
us
for the
trained.
day. Because she normally
Yeah.
just goes once a day. So if she goes longer than a day, I know she's due to pee. And like the size of this pea cake, it's unreal how much this cat can hold. No wonder like she has bladder issues.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
And
it's
she's
just-
only 3. So I'm hoping
Aw.
when Joe goes to college, he wants the cat. You can have her.
she's pure
I'll even pay,
laziness.
she's on some prescription wet cat food that costs a ridiculous amount of money for 12 cans.
What we've done to keep this cat alive,
Thousands of
the
dollars for
first
this
year
cat.
of its life, I
Mm.
was like, man,
Mm.
I just,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
because it's like it's an anomaly. Like what she has normally only happens in male cats.
Of course it
Oh,
does.
it's weird.
Yeah, real weird.
But
our cat,
just our
and I'm
cat.
like, of course that has to
You
be
know.
our cat.
So Joe
Yeah.
can have her.
And then we were gonna ship her away to like
I found the cat farm.
a cat farm with a bunch of numbs with like a blind cat and like a cat.
They
with
take
3
care
arms.
of unwanted cats or
And I'm
have
like, here's a
medical
cat.
issues.
Y'all could just walk around and just toss this thing in the freaking
Yeah.
pooper.
I had to send him the cat and like $1,000.
But I didn't have the heart to
That's
ship
so
her
messed
down there.
up.
My brother hated cat shit. Like he's my brother. But it all started with my sister. They had a dog, and the dog walked over to him and he started petting. He goes, "Hey, what do you have in your mouth?" And he had a cat turd in
Cat
his mouth
shit.
and dropped
Yeah.
it right in his hand. So even the mention of cat shit to my brother,
Yeah.
talking to him on the phone, would make him gag. So I'd send him random pictures of like cat shit and stuff like that, and he would just he'd get mad at me.
I wonder why.
I was like,
Have you guys watched the Squid Games?
Yeah, we finished it.
Yeah.
What'd you
Did
think?
you?
I liked it.
Yeah.
We watched it with the English dubbing. I think I would have rather watched it with the subtitles. It kind of made it more cheesy with the English.
Yeah. I just watched a video yesterday or 2 days ago, and it was
I was telling you about it before you watched that video because I said that Mike had been watching it and he said
It was
that
good.
It was better to
but what this lady was saying is like that the both got it wrong, the English subtitles and the English dubbing, and then she broke it down. She had a whole series of videos and she was breaking down different scenes. And then she goes, "This isn't what they said." Like even on the subtitles,
because
and
she's basically saying it ruins the whole dialogue of the characters.
Mhm.
Like the one,
I liked
annoying
it though.
chick,
I thought it was really good.
the
Yeah.
one annoying one. Like she was saying, "Hey, pick me, like I'm
Yeah.
good or whatever." Like that's not what she said at all.
Yeah.
Like basically, she was saying like I used to be. I might not be educated, but I am smart.
yeah,
If I was able to have more schooling, I would be better at this. Like
did you guys see the movie Kung Fu Hustle several years ago? It's one of my favorites.
I don't
And
remember-
that
I don't
is
remember it, yeah.
oh my god, you got to watch it. It's very funny. It's really a great movie, and it's the English is dubbed over it. And if you watch that and watch Squid Games, the characters in that, I thought I can see them in.
Well, it's the same
Kung
voice
Fu
actors
Hustle.
that they use, and
Yeah.
I get that.
I'm used to growing up watching old Godzilla movies.
Oh yeah, same here. Yeah.
So and honestly, in order for me to watch a show and read the subtitles, I have to be awake and I have to be alert and watching it.
Yes.
So I didn't know how I was going to feel about this show, so I picked the lazy way.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
with-
I did the same thing. I told him, I said,
I thought
don't
it was
wanna
good
read.
though.
Right. It was
Yeah.
there's certain things I will read or you have to read. And
Mhm.
we watched there's some freaking foreign films. One was Troll Hunter. That is, the name sounds stupid, but the movie was
Great.
fucking awesome. And it's
Yeah.
Danish. And they're
Yeah.
like, it's all
Oh.
subtitles, but it was such a great movie. And the other one was like Don't Open Till Christmas or something like that, or something packages. And it was a story about Santa Claus, but it's Santa Claus as like an evil demon. And it is such a great movie. And it was all subtitles.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind
Santa's evil.
Yeah, I don't mind
It was
subtitles at all.
great.
No, I don't mind subtitles, but I when we were decided to watch, I was like, I just don't want to read. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was a great great series. We did watch it.
I mean, I
we
didn't-
went through it pretty quickly.
I thought it was okay. I told Kevin, I said, this is the fucked up shit that I don't like because this is so easily could be reality. And like,
Yeah.
that's the shit that fucks with my brain. So I'm like, God. And so now I guess they're having a second season come out.
yeah.
You know.
Succession just started their third season
Rare
today.
exports.
That had nothing to do with Christmas.
Rare exports?
Oh no, you said like Christmas.
The Russian one we watched
No,
too,
rare.
and that was,
I know, but I was thinking about it. But it's rare exports,
Okay.
and it does have Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
An
It is
evil
it's-
Santa.
I'm telling you, it's fucking.
What was the
awesome.
one with the Russian one that we liked, or the German one we liked with the
Dead Snow?
Dead Snow was fantastic. That's subtitles.
Yeah.
And that guy actually doing Dead Snow eventually
zombies.
got like
Nazi zombies.
I think he ended up getting a big like a big movie like in America.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I'll pick like we'll pick a movie like that and watch it. And it's
Alice in Borderland is on our list. Joe watched it and he said it's well worth reading the subtitles. It really looks awesome. You should definitely check out the preview on that. That's Netflix, Alice
Is
in
it?
Borderland.
yeah.
But we
I-
rented Free Guy last night and that was super funny. Liked it a
I
lot.
watch a lot of stuff on Netflix that has subtitles like that I watch, but like when we chose to watch this, it was just like, I don't feel like reading,
Yeah.
because we knew we were good, but we watched, I don't know, like 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah.
And then,
And it took us, I think, 3 days to get through
no,
the
it took
rest of
us
them, or
2 days.
two more days
just
to get
2
through
more
the rest of
days.
them.
So it took us like 3 days total to watch
Yeah.
Yeah.
the whole series. So
Yeah. The
You know.
guy who did Dead Snow, then they tapped him to do that Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. I don't know if you remember that from a couple of years
I
ago.
do.
do.
I remember like that was like people hated it, people loved it.
I didn't
But
like
I think
it.
for the most part, people hated it.
I didn't
Yeah.
like it. I didn't
But
like it.
like
at all.
he did Dead Snow 2, and Dead Snow 2 was terrible. It reminded me a lot of. Did you ever see the original Evil Dead from the 80s
Mm.
Which with
with Bruce Campbell?
The original they redid.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Bruce Campbell. Chainsaw. Yeah, how can
Well,
you?
they redid the original, like the original Evil Dead. Didn't have the chainsaw or anything in it.
Oh, okay.
Evil Dead 2 is where that kind of came along, and then
Oh, okay.
Evil Dead, the original movie was creepy and shit. And you figure it was like early 80s when that came out. The remake, I didn't like it. And then they went to Evil Dead 2, which became a little bit more of a horror comedy. And then Evil Dead 3 and then Army of Darkness just turned ridiculous.
Oh
right?
yeah, I did Army of Darkness. I do
Right.
remember that one.
But
yeah.
that's kind of what this Dead Snow, the first one was great and it was scary and it was creepy. It was really intense.
Yeah, it was great.
The Dead Snow 2 got a little kind of ridiculous and silly and
It
stupid,
was
like
stupid
Sam
from
Raimi
the-
did with Evil Dead 2.
From the beginning.
But yeah, Evil Dead 2 is where he chops his hand off and it gets alive and it's flipping him off and stuff. But the original Evil Dead was freaking terrible acting, but a great horror movie from the 80s. It's really Sam Raimi, the guy who did all the Spider-Man movies and shit.
Oh,
It's
okay. Yeah. Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Good director.
It
Good
was-
producer.
it was like his early films, and it was just like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, because we
And-
got Ghostbusters Afterlife coming out. Speaking of movies, in a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah, I want to see it. We're actually going to be having a Ghostbusters theme here in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Kara's excited. Let me tell you about it. So
Yeah.
Killian is sleeping over.
Trying to get me dressed like Slimer because I'm fat and lean,
November,
apparently.
October 30th, so Halloween Eve. Killian's doing a sleepover, and we're like, what a perfect time to do a theme. So we're doing Ghostbusters. It will be somewhat 3-year-old friendly. I don't want to torture them too much, but I've even a bunch of boxes coming to the house this week from Party City, Oriental Trading, and Amazon.
Yay!
So we're dressing up. We're all me.
An 800 sleepover. Awesome.
He's 3.
Yeah.
It's Killian. Still the same year that we did
Hey.
his birthday party.
No,
about
he's
we- how about we-
saying it was an $800 sleepover.
$800
is what he said.
How about we spend some more money on this sleepover?
Yeah.
So Kara's gonna
You know how many
be
cigars
a
are going to be
Ghostbuster.
arriving in the form of Ghostbuster shit.
Yeah.
Well, we can thank Joe Biden for this part
Yeah,
of it. You know, the 250.
What your bad
that
idea of
I think it's a great idea. He'll have fun. It's Halloween Eve. You know,
thank Joe Biden.
exactly.
Yeah.
His little
Let's-
check.
Did
Ben.
you?
Let's go, Brandon.
So
Yeah.
what are you dressing up as?
I'm a Ghostbuster as well, and so is
Okay.
Joe. We got a costume for Killian, and we got like the little Ghostbuster
She's a girl.
flashlights.
She's the receptionist.
Yeah. I wanted to be Zool. I wanted to be Sigourney Weaver when she gets all crazy. But we got
After
like
she turns into the
Yeah.
demonic beast.
flashlights that when you turn it on, it flashes a ghost on the wall, so we can go ghost hunting. I got
Oh,
little
that's
props
cute.
for outside that glow in the dark, so we can hunt.
Am I going to be
ghosts.
Slimer?
No, because you're a Ghostbuster. We thought the costume looked a little scary. The face on
Is this the Kevin
Slimer.
Lee?
Yeah.
I sent you a picture. The Slimer face was super scary, but we can go to Spirit of Halloween. They do have different masks. So I was thinking
thought-
of dressing up Cooper as like
you
the
should have just
ghost.
gotten an inflatable marshmallow man.
True.
Could have been
Yeah.
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
What are you
Or if
trying
they
to
didn't
say,
have
Steph?
that, just get the Michelin man.
I made-
Kid's
Yeah.
3. He's not going to know a difference.
I made Wyatt's costume one year. That was Ghostbusters. He even had the
Yeah.
the pack and the little like trap thing. I made it
Yeah.
out of cardboard.
Yeah, we have the proton pack for
Yeah.
Killian and some other
No.
accessories, and then even for the kitchen area for eating, all the paper plates, napkins are like gross foods with like slime on it and bugs and
My zombie theme got next. I thought, hey, he's 3. Let's introduce him to the world of zombies.
Yeah. Yeah.
they have a haunted car wash nearby, and Sammy, his mom, decided to show him the video of what it looks like going through the car wash, and Killian said, I am not going through there.
Yeah.
I said, Samantha,
Yeah,
you should
so
have never shown him.
Yeah.
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 Just take them through.
Yeah, take him through and then you're trapped with 3-year-old that's
Yeah.
Like, imagine
killing you.
a haunted car wash.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, it's you know,
Yeah.
I remember being 6 or 7, and my sister having, because she's what, 7 years older than I am, right?
Yeah.
So she was, young teenage girl, and she had all her friends over, and they did this whole seance and this whole theme
Yeah.
with the
God.
girls,
With
and
the
my
Ouija
mom.
board.
My mom did everything like, she peeled eggs and passed them around and said they were eyes, and like stuck a carrot in water and let it get all shriveled up, and you said it was a finger. And then my brother was down in the basement, with chains and stuff. And I was a kid, it was scaring the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And you knew what it was. That makes it even worse.
And I turned out normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Killian will do just fine.
That's because you softened it.
No, we'll test the waters with him.
I'm gonna have Mr. Bones. We'll just have Mr. Bones.
Yeah, we
maybe.
have this great skeleton that's probably about a little over 6 feet tall. It's in our storage unit. We have to get him back out, but his eyes light up and he's really creepy. And when Kerr first got it, he put it in our closet in our previous home. And I walked in. He's told me like something stupid, like to go get my shoes out of the closet. I'm wondering why he's asking me to go get his shoes. And I open the door, not looking, and I turn around. It's right there, and I scream and jump.
So,
So I have a question. Does this mean you're not sleeping in your bed that night, Kerr?
yeah.
Supposedly he sleeps on couches now, from what I was
Who,
told.
me?
No,
No.
Yes, not
Jillian.
me.
I know. So
Yeah.
you may get your bed.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It all depends on this whole scariness and where everything goes. I mean, Lord knows where I'll end up that night. But I'll take one for the team. You know, I don't mind it.
So we had up in Sarasota at the other store I worked at before I transferred to where I was at now. We had a service manager who hated. He wasn't a fan of Halloween, but he hated blow ups and inflatables, and he actually had a phobia of the wacky waveable.
He still
inflatable.
does.
You know, hey, you've never met the guy.
I thought you said it was Luke.
No. We had a service manager up in Sarasota.
I thought that.
So he
said
hated
it
the
was
wacky
Luke.
like when we had like the big sales,
The
like
noodle guys.
Yeah, the company
Yeah.
would make us
I'm so
put them
scared
up,
about
but and he would say no. He goes, I'm not coming to work. You know, so we couldn't put it
Really?
up. You know, because of
I always
him.
thought you said it was.
And
That's
Luke.
hilarious.
Yeah, no, and he hated like the inflatables for Halloween and stuff. But I remember Robert and I planned, and we were going to actually spend like a ton of money just to fuck with this guy, and we were going to find out where he lived, and then we were going to figure out his route to work,
Why?
and then we were going to put wacky waveable guys the entire way. Like
Oh
he'd
my
leave
gosh.
he'd leave the house, get to the end of the street, and there was like a wacky.
He would just turn
Now,
around
what
and probably
scared
go
him?
home.
I don't.
Why
I
did
don't.
it
I don't.
scare
I
him?
don't. I don't. I don't know. It's dumb.
That's odd.
But yeah, so you turn the corner, you go down the street. There's another one. You know.
I mean, I guess you can have
Wow.
a
That's
have
the
a
case to
phobia-
plan that.
have
Oh,
a
yeah, that's it.
phobia of everything, but I mean, or of
We-
anything, but like that.
we wanted like a dozen of them, like get like yeah.
That's definitely weird. Like, what
Yeah.
could have
That's a
happened
big
to
investment for a
Yeah.
joke.
That's
I
It,
know.
it is, but it's worth it though. If we
No.
could have filmed that,
you? No,
that
it's
would
not
have been
worth it.
I
But
mean,
I'm just like
to traumatize a guy for the rest of his
Yeah.
life. That's priceless.
that makes you a terrible human being. You know that, right?
But it makes me an epic prankster.
No. Who gives
And
a
was
shit
that the
about
days
that?
before TikTok?
No, that really was.
Yeah.
So no one really
I
even
can't-
see it.
awful.
I can't criticize Kevin because in my youth I've done some pretty traumatic
In your
things.
youth, he's 44 years old. He has
Oh.
no excuse. Even then, you're talking about just a few years ago,
Yeah.
like 5
Yeah.
5 years ago. You knew better.
Yeah, I still have the ideas go through
Terrible.
my. I mean, it's the thing is when like I was in my 20s and I would do that, and even 30s. But now that I'm older, the thoughts don't stop,
Yeah.
and they still giggle. It's just now I'm like, then I got to do this, and I'm like, that's
Yeah,
all
I
right.
know. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a
Yeah.
cup of coffee, get a cigar. I mean, but
Yeah, I
it's,
know. Yeah. Like
it's-
it was funny. Yeah.
it's not like my brain matured. It was like that would be horrible, Kerr. I'm like, man, that would be
Gosh.
freaking great.
Yeah.
But
It happens all the time to me. It's
I
funny
got
in
to
my
do
head.
this. I got to do that, and
Yeah.
then I got. You know what? It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Or
you
Carol
know.
will be like, "Do you hear yourself?"
Yeah.
And a lot of times I don't.
No,
Like, I
that
don't.
happens a lot too. You hear yourself, but I mean, when it comes to
Mm.
stuff like that, I mean, I was in college. I drove a guy in the middle of nowhere and told him I was going to kill him.
Yeah, I remember you
Yeah.
telling us a story. Yeah.
Yeah.
He told us that story.
No.
And the
Yeah.
guy, it completely like he freaked out, and I was like, I'm just joking with you.
Yeah.
That's
Come-
creepy.
And it,
Yeah.
well, you know when your stories are effed up when you're used to telling like your close friends, and then I moved to South Carolina, and then I'm like hanging out and getting to know the folks here I'm working with me, and this remember Wells, super
Mhm.
nice guy, and I'm like they're talking about playing all these practical jokes and pranks. I'm like, yeah, there was this one time, and I'm like midway through the story, and I'm looking up, and you would think that's like I was like telling them this gruesome story. Everybody's jaws open. Everyone's looking at you like there's something wrong with you. No one's leaning in anymore. They're all kind of moving farther away
Yeah,
from
move
you.
back.
And I'm just like, I don't think this story's going over really well with this group.
Yeah. Yeah. Tough crowd.
Yeah.
Tough crowd.
You guys
They-
don't
they
think
don't
that's
wanna-
funny?
They don't
It's
think
like,
it's funny.
man, that's horrible. Was he okay now? I'm like, it's Kurt. He's fine. I mean, we laugh.
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah.
story, a college
Yeah.
story now. It's
Yeah,
epic.
yeah, I mean, people don't need pinkies. I mean, it is what it is.
It's-
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
he lived. I mean, he
yeah,
was in,
yeah. He lived.
he was in
Yeah.
the hospital for a few days, but
Yeah.
afterwards he recovered
Yeah.
just fine.
Yeah.
Man, his
I mean-
jaw's wired, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he only limps in the cold weather. He even thinks it's funny.
oh yeah, I mean it's and it was like you tell stories like that, and depends on who you're around, man.
Yeah.
People will back away from you. And you're like, okay, this is not the right audience to be telling this
All
story.
right. Yeah. Duly noted.
And then I hid behind a tree and I jumped out and said, boo.
Yeah.
Doesn't work that way. Oh, no.
So what do you guys do for Halloween? Do you decorate outside? Do the kids go out?
I mean, this year I didn't do anything. Normally I do at least get our big pumpkin and all that stuff, but I didn't do anything. This is the first year I decided that we're not going to do any of that because now they're older and I got to start like breaking that habit for Wyatt. So I got the Hocus Pocus game off of Amazon because he loves Hocus Pocus, and then we'll watch a movie, do popcorn. Like I'll just try to turn it into something else. I feel bad because I know he wants to dress up and he wants to go trick-or-treating, but
now why is he too old?
I mean, he's 14.
So
I don't know.
I'm not motivated, but I still have all of our stuff. I would love I made tombstones and everything because I was like looking at how much it cost to buy those fake tombstones.
Yeah.
We made
so I just went to Michael's and I bought like these styrofoam pieces and cut them out, roughed them up, spray painted them, and we made our own. And we have the light.
We had a lot,
all sorts of stuff.
I was looking for the giant Home Depot skeleton, like that 25-foot tall one.
I saw it. A friend of mine on Facebook has one. She does cosplay, and she in her house.
Tell a story.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just gonna say I was gonna leave it up year round. Like I was never.
It's fantastic looking. It's ridiculously big. Her and her husband have it in their foyer. They have like a ranch style, like 70s style home. So it's like split level. So they have it kind of on this bottom, like a tri-level, and it actually kind of goes up through the stairwell.
That's cool. Yeah, I to be honest, like I was talking to my sister too. I was like, I just think with everything that's happened recently, I'm just not feeling it. And I know it's kind of feel like I'm punishing Wyatt for it, and it kind of seems mean, but I let him have Christmas. I mean, Christmas is his thing. I'll never take that away from him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get rid of that next year. God, if we could just get rid of Christmas too. God, how great!
What? You don't do anything. What do you even
Christmas.
care? You don't do a damn thing for Christmas. You don't even buy presents. So what do you care?
Yeah, that's because I don't celebrate the birth of baby Jesus. That's not my thing.
Stop.
It's not my thing.
Oh my God.
We get rid of things. No, you promised me this year we were going away for Thanksgiving after last year's debacle.
You're going to Tampa to meet us.
No, for Thanksgiving.
You don't celebrate the Pilgrims and the Indians, or the
no. We're just every year is a fight at her parents' house, and she said last year she goes, "We're not doing this."
Fight at my parents' house. That was on Christmas, FYI, because Grandma's home. Grandma wasn't home for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Motherfucking no.
Okay.
Why do you question me on this shit?
The first time she said MFer.
Yeah.
Because he's been arguing with me a lot lately because he's being oppositional defiance, like disorder all week. And I want it to stop. Good. I can't handle it.
That's neat.
Yeah. You got to get all that stuff. You got to get all that stuff at Home Depot, like and after the season.
Yeah, if they have it left.
Well, because they usually
stuff they don't.
You got to get there early, like the next day. Like I found Mr. Bones at a CVS. I think I paid $20 for him. Originally, he was like $80.
Yeah.
And I had him in the garage here for the longest time, and the garage door's open, and we have people in the neighborhood who actually walk the neighborhood, unlike me, who say I'm going to and never do. And I was sitting here one day working, and I hear this blood-curdling scream from the cul-de-sac, and I look up, and there's this lady. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that thing scared me!" She walking by, looked in the garage, and saw Mr. Bones, and it scared the shit out of her.
Yeah, poor Mr. Bones. I think his hat's missing, and his pants keep falling down.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I mean, in our front yard, and we have a skeleton up year round. He's on
your pirate ship. You don't do anything with that for Halloween.
I mean, that's kind of like I used to just put like on during Christmas. I put little Santa hats on.
Oh yeah,
she used to change for each holiday.
Yeah. I this year just
now. Do you decorate for Thanksgiving? Even though
no, we can't. pumpkins die here. I mean, you put them outside, they're rotten in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like if you carve a pumpkin here, that's it. It's gross.
I can
It's not-
imagine because I've
it's
seen the
not even
Christmas tree
nice.
selection in Florida over Christmas, and it's like they're spray painted.
Yeah.
Right. And so in this part of Florida, because I mean, we're on the Gulf. If you go like closer to like Jacksonville and stuff, it's off the Atlantic. It's cooler there.
Mhm.
Like the weather is a little bit different. But I have like a cool metal one that I put lights in, and like I have other like Halloween decorations I used to do like the whole spider web outside. I mean the whole thing. This is
Mhm.
the first year I was not going to go to the storage place and get it out and set it up. I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna not do Halloween that way this year with them. I kind of feel a little bad because I know Wyatt enjoys dressing up and stuff, but after 15, 20 minutes, he's like, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh,
He
yeah.
So he
just
could still
likes
dress
the-
up, just have him run around the
Yeah.
house, or
Well, he does. He does now.
Yeah,
dresses up.
he dresses
Yeah.
up every day,
Oh.
so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But we don't have kids. No trick-or-treaters come here.
Yeah.
Really?
We have
are they
none.
afraid of you?
No, we have all retirees.
Yeah.
that live around
We
us.
like.
We have like no kids. My kids are the only
We
ones who
got
get
a
on the
pretty
bus.
decent amount.
We do, but they also kids come from other areas to our
Yeah, I
development
hate
just
that.
because
Oh,
there
yeah,
are
see.
some
Motherfucker.
not so nice areas not too far
Yeah,
away,
yeah,
so they
yeah.
car
That would be
kids
us.
in.
We car to someone else's like complex.
We usually
Yeah.
go to my dad's development.
Yeah, we
and
do the
walk
same
in.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Well, but we're going to our family's house.
Yeah.
It's not like you're
Yeah.
going to a
These
stranger's
sons of bitches
development.
come to our neighborhood and just drop the kids off. What do you
No,
do? Oh,
but
yeah, my
it's-
dad's neighborhood.
It's different,
Yeah.
but we're going
How
over
is
to
it different?
families.
Yeah.
We're going to families. We know people in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's not like you're
It's-
going to a
it's different
stranger.
I don't know
because-
my parents' neighbors.
It's
Do you?
different
I do.
because we don't drive around the neighborhood in a pickup truck, sit in the back drinking beer while
Yeah,
our
I
kids
know.
go trick or treat.
Yeah. Oh,
Blaring freaking whatever country music
Yeah.
is blaring out the back of it.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I know the first year Kevin was doing trick or treating with me and the kids. He was like, "Wait, you walk? Like you don't let?" I go, "Yes, I have to walk with them. Like, yeah, just
Wait,
don't-"
how else do you do it?
Oh, he just
If you
would
don't
drive
walk.
and let them out of the car. Like he would just follow, like in
No.
a car.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
to walk. Remember how many
Yeah.
steps we used to do?
Well,
Yeah.
and-
Growing up, we always lived in neighborhoods with tons of kids. We never went anywhere. We just left our house and walked our neighborhoods. Now we got 87,000 old people, that all have their lights off at night. So yeah, we got to take the
That's
kids
when you egg their
elsewhere.
house.
or you go to your dad's neighborhood and there's people driving around in their golf carts and
Oh yeah, that's
drinking beer and everything else.
So
and you're like,
Yeah.
So I figured I would try to do something different. I got something like the game and all that stuff, and just try something different. Maybe we'll make I don't know.
Nothing
like,
wrong with it.
Watch a movie.
Make
but-
little mummy hot dogs using crescent rolls
Yeah.
and hot dogs.
well, you
Yeah.
see, what's crazy is our neighborhood is a little bit different because we do have sidewalks, but like your dad's neighborhood doesn't have sidewalks.
Oh, okay.
And I wouldn't mind letting the kids go do the neighborhood thing, but my biggest concern is always people who do come into the neighborhood who drive. They don't, like I said, I just gave you a couple of examples which are very true of people not paying attention
yeah.
or people hanging out and drinking and loading the kids up in the back of a pickup truck and just
Mhm.
going from neighborhood to neighborhood, and I'm like,
We've
I've
seen some close calls.
some really
Here-
close calls.
Here we see it in golf carts. They have like a wagon thing or like a
Oh, yeah.
trailer hooked to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, they're all having the adults are having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those kids too probably, but I mean they're drinking, but they're
But
in
they
the golf
don't.
cart.
But they don't pay attention to anybody else around them.
Nah,
And we
they
used to
don't
always do
care.
Halloween. Last year's the first time we decorated for Christmas in a couple of years. We got a couple of new Christmas things. Our decorations need to be updated. And I think
Yeah.
our Halloween decorations definitely need to be updated because
Lacking.
our tombstones are they don't look
I mean,
old
I
anymore.
used
They
to
just look
decorate
bad.
inside the house, outside the house. I mean, I decorated for everything, and now it's just Christmas.
My mom
usually.
did that. My mom she did ceramics, and she had ceramics for everything: Halloween, Thanksgiving,
I mean, I
Easter,
just-
Christmas.
Loved making the kids feel like like I always made it a big deal, and this is probably even last year we kind of didn't do it because of COVID. So
Right.
know,
No,
Yeah, I
we
don't
never
know.
do. You just do the Christmas inside the house.
Yeah, a little bit for Thanksgiving, but that's only if like I'm hosting
You
Thanksgiving,
don't
which
decorate
yeah.
for Thanksgiving.
I have some
Like what?
fallish stuff.
Like, it's fall, not Thanksgiving. Big difference.
That only comes out for Thanksgiving because, like, like
It's
for
not like you
table
have
decorations.
fucking pilgrims and
No.
Native Americans shaking hands over a
No,
turkey
only the salt and pepper shaker. Only the salt and
I,
pepper
look, I looked
shaker.
up yesterday and saw the elf on the shelf was still up. Yeah,
It is. I
know
gotta send it to you. You can give it to Killian.
Yeah.
No, thank you. We have one.
You got Jack.
Yeah, we have Jack. That's his
Oh,
name. He
Jack.
lives in our closet.
What the hell's Gabby's?
Stewart.
Stewie?
No, ours is John, isn't it? Or is that?
No, Jack was ours. John is down in his
John.
brother's down in Charleston.
Yeah.
He's like John, Jack, whatever.
I don't know. I listen.
No, Christmas is big for me.
Yeah, Christmas is big.
Listen,
for you.
I'm gonna leave that shelf, the elf on the shelf up there forever.
I think you should.
It's permanently gonna live there. I still cannot believe like nobody has said
Yeah, I know.
anything.
Oh my god.
It's been there forever.
That's
It's been there from like the beginning of December.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
when,
when it
that's when you know it's
wakes
lost. Is that what it does? It hasn't lost its luster yet.
No,
Yeah.
it's like it was Gabby won it, and she really was into it. And then last year, she could have given two shits about. She didn't even ask. I put the little note and everything, and then nothing. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see how long before someone notices. And usually, if I didn't move it, she would be like, "Wow, he didn't move. Well, I wonder what happened." Like the very next day. Well, a week went by, 2 weeks went by, and I was like, Nobody cares about this goddamn elf.
Yeah.
So it's lived there for what? This is like almost like it's a whole year.
Yeah, it's a whole year.
It's a whole year that thing has been sitting there.
Wow,
that's funny. I would definitely just leave it there then.
Yeah.
That's
now
like that reminds me of the leaves on our carpet. If I don't pick them up, they just sit there forever.
Yeah, that is true until I vacuum. Kerr feels empowered because he cleaned our bedroom yesterday.
I don't feel empowered because I cleaned our bedroom yesterday. That's not even fair to say. I fuck you. I dusted our bedroom.
And you went through your clothing.
Right, but that has nothing to do with
picked
feeling
up the
empowered.
giant sock pile.
I did my role on my side of the bedroom, and I dusted
my side.
Well, because
he doesn't do that.
Because there's a very distinctive side.
Oh yeah, we have sides
of the room. There's Jen's organized side.
It's not organized,
and
at
then
all.
there's my side, which is organized, and it started to get a little messy. So I had to straighten it up, and then I dusted, and I dusted your side too. I didn't touch your freaking nightstand.
No,
I never touched your dresser. I dusted my dresser. It has the TV on.
Then if you dusted on my side, if you didn't touch the bedside table or the dresser, then what did you dust? Because that's the only
bed.
thing. You dust the bed?
Yes, there is a bed frame.
So you were only going to dust half of the headboard?
I thought about it. Yeah,
yeah, you're damn right.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh my god, that's freaking
I gotta tell you
funny.
though,
because I'm like, you didn't touch the dresser.
I did, and then I looked at it, and it drove me crazy. It annoyed me. So then
That's
I had
funny. to
dust the other side of the
Side.
bed of the headboard and the side rails and the footboard as well, because it looked great, and I was like, this is like fucking better get Mako. Like half this side's fucking clean.
Yeah.
That side's just a shit car. And then I was like, no, I can't do that. But yeah, I'm not gonna move all that shit you have on your
Well,
dresser.
I know you won't. That's why when you said you dusted my side, I'm like, then what did you touch? And when I
ain't tested that others. I don't know what the hell's in that stuff. I'm afraid to find out.
I sorted through it.
With what?
It just goes into a drawer.
A freaking handful of freaking bottle caps. Just throw them on there to replace.
It's our
whatever it is
bedroom.
you
You know, I keep the downstairs as best I can. The office goes through waves, but like bathrooms and bedrooms, I don't really care.
But you don't have to explain anything. You don't. That's like,
I'm not explaining. It's just
no. That's what I'm saying. Like that's
how I feel.
You live how you want. Like the other day, I was cleaning stuff, and I said, "Man," I was like, "We haven't done this. We haven't dusted in a very long time." But it's both of us. Like I tend to be the cleaner, but I tend to be the one who cleans. Kevin will do like garage stuff, even though I'm not the one who makes the mess in the garage anyway. But like,
I do a little bit.
You take care of the garage. In
the
bathroom.
house.
In the bathroom.
I clean. Who scrubs the toilets?
You do. I will not clean the bathrooms.
Okay,
Kevin, do you
I
scrub the
can't.
toilet?
I don't do anything inside the house.
Yeah.
I scrub the
nothing.
toilets. I clean
Nothing.
the bathrooms.
I'm not
I will
ashamed
clean
of
the
that either.
bathrooms.
Yeah.
No, and I'm not trying
I
to shame
vacuum
you.
from time
Yeah,
to
I know
time.
that.
Yeah.
I
once in a
vacuum
while.
from time to time, and
But I usually clean the downstairs.
and I have dusted several times, especially with our little dust thing I
Yeah.
can't find.
Last weekend I used the
Because there's
carpet
sometimes
cleaner.
I just it drives me nuts if I see too much dust, and I'm just like, you know what?
Dog hair's
I-
just
I
everywhere.
gotta freaking
I'm surprised
do it.
that doesn't bother you.
What?
Like if you see like dust on your side of the bed, like that doesn't bother you that you have dust like on your nightstand.
No, why would it bother me?
Oh,
Because
I mean, it's not.
you're a germaphobe.
Yeah, but it's my
so-
It's my germs, my dust
He's not
made
a
out of me.
dustaphobe.
Yeah.
Well,
see-
it's
see-
not just your germs though; it's dust.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
in the
but
air
but
that's
dust isn't.
settled.
Yeah, but dust can't hurt you.
Dust mites.
That's not a thing. We live in
You don't-
Florida. We live
Do
in
they
Florida.
not
this
live
is
in
my
Florida?
life.
No.
I have no
No.
Is that,
idea.
do they not
I
survive
mean,
in the heat?
You want to go to
I
water
mean-
cat? You want to go to water? Wait, does alligators? There's no such thing.
Dust mite. I mean, it's not like germ. It's not a germ. It's not dirty. It's just dust.
Well, anyway,
It's how it's how I justify not dusting.
You ignore dust mites; they don't exist in your world.
They don't. It's not a thing. You can't see them.
well, he ignores it, but I'm the one who ends up dusting and
Yeah.
cleaning because I can't handle the dirt. Like
Yeah.
the dirt bothers me.
And
Dog hair
it never gets
bothers me.
piled up, so it's not
because
like
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But the more I'm thinking about it, I straighten up the dining room a lot,
Yes,
and I will.
I know he is.
that's because all the cigars
that's
are
because-
in there.
that's
the humidor's
because-
in there.
That's because when I say I clean, she's like, "Yeah, the garage," and I'm like, "Whoa, stop the press here for a second.
All your cigars are in the dining room.
I got the bathrooms covered.
Yes,
Right.
because the toilets are a shit show.
I
No pun
do-
intended.
and I take the downstairs bathroom, but I do them. I do the dining room a
Yes,
lot,
because of the cigars in there.
and I do freaking clean the. See, here's you know what happens is I'm home alone all day, right? So I'll go in the house and I'll be like, son of a bitch, dog hair. So I'll clean up. I'll like run a Swiffer or something like that and clean up some dog hair on the hardwood floors. But I won't tell anybody. I'll clean the dishes in the sink. I
Not
won't
all
say
hero-
anything.
Not all heroes wear capes, Kerr.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I know.
But it's not like Jen's coming home and I'm gonna be like, here is what I accomplished today.
You will say, "I did the dishes."
I will
Oh.
say it. Well, I'll say it to prove a point because Joe, that's part of his freaking chores, and he'll
But you
come
say
down.
it to me and not to Joe.
Joe come down. Now he gets effing paid to do this shit.
Not right now.
He'll come down, the dishes will be there, and he'll have a fork and go. And he does the same thing with the garbage. Look for a spot and hey, Joe, instead of looking for a fucking cranny to put your freaking ear freaking wax covered Q-tip in or a fork, why don't you just clean the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because there's a thing called money that you get when you do it.
See, he now works at Tipsy Taco, which I have to leave in 5 minutes to go get him. So he got his first paycheck last week.
Mm-hmm.
So he feels,
It went right from his hands to his feet. for
Yeah,
some
he bought
ridiculously
sneakers.
expensive
and
sneakers.
he gets cash tips though, which I'm surprised how much he's making. But his chores at home we made him
They were
yesterday.
slacking before he started working.
It got worse though.
Joe's like Dave Chappelle. I'm rich, bitch.
I know.
Exactly. That's
Listen,
exactly.
Listen,
Did you watch the Chappelle show, the last one?
He's got garbage.
We
in
watched
it.
that. It's great.
It's great. He's got garbage to
Gotta watch
do.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
boxes to break down. He came down with about 15 freaking shoe boxes. So
His
instead
room
of
looks good.
instead of coming down and breaking them down for tomorrow's garbage, he
Mhm.
stacks them. And he comes down and goes, "Yeah, I got a lot of boxes I got to break down." And walks in the house.
He will be doing that once he gets home.
You're absolutely
at
right, Joe.
8:20.
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit if you get it done at freaking 2:20 in the afternoon or at 11:20 at night. there's plenty of freaking light that you can see where the garbage goes to the front, because I won't take it out there because I don't get paid to do it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm waking his ass up at 6 a.m. to get it done because he doesn't have school tomorrow or Tuesday. It's like teacher's workshop.
That's right. He doesn't have school tomorrow, so he
No.
can stay up late and
He
do
can
all
stay
this
up late.
shit.
You know, he can just throw all the boxes in the trash can, then take the garden hose and water them down. Then they'll just.
That's true.
Well, no, actually,
No,
this will
Kevin.
open up another can of worms because we don't use the garbage disposal, which is actually this really cool contraption where you can put old food in, turn on
Yeah.
the water, and it grinds it down. We take all the old food and throw it in the garbage. So then we got like 25 to 30% more garbage because we do it that way.
Yeah, you're supposed to. You're not supposed to put food in a garbage disposal.
I don't.
It's
Very
bad.
rarely.
It's bad for your pipes and bad for the garbage disposal.
So what is garbage disposal for?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm 100%. All the plumbers, nobody will tell me that. Yeah, you're not supposed to put food down it.
That's
Oh,
stupid.
see, so I've been doing the right thing the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you have not
Thank you.
been. Don't
Thank
listen
you.
to
Thank
him.
you, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's a garbage disposal. What's it for? I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't
I
put
don't know if I
garbage
can
in
tell me
there.
that. You know, I
Old
know
food?
it's good
Nope.
if you have a dishwasher and then it goes through the garbage disposal, but it's not chunks of food. And then, but yeah, garbage disposals are bad. You're not supposed to put food in them.
So
I
what am I
don't.
supposed to take the old Chinese food? and
Same here.
Open it up and put it in the dishwasher and let it rinse
Yeah.
out through there.
No, you just throw it away. Yeah, you're never supposed to put food in a garbage disposal.
Or
I
in
don't-
the
yeah,
dishwasher
it's
like
it's.
that.
I don't understand it either.
Rinse
But
your
the
rinse your
It's ju-
plates
it's just-
before
just-
you put them in the
I
dishwasher.
know, just do as I'm told.
Well, we
That's
do.
what I do. Yeah,
No.
But then you
I
have
do.
old food that goes in the garbage disposal, and then you throw
we
away
don't
the
have a garbage
containers.
disposal.
Apparently, you don't. It's not made.
Yeah.
You can't put garbage in it.
No, but we
Yeah.
don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently we don't either.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys have a front load washing machine?
Yeah.
No,
Do you ever check the filter on it?
it's not front load. It's top.
It still probably has a filter on it.
It's not
so.
front load.
It's not front
We
load.
freaking
I
dropped
saw
your loader from the
Kevin.
front.
We don't have a filter. I saw Kevin's video
Oh,
and I
okay.
went to look. No, we don't have that. It's a top load, not a front load. Our dryer's a front load. But no, we don't have that filter. That was
Oh,
an
okay.
interesting video.
Yeah, I was just
We load our dishes from the front of the dishwasher. How's it not a
No,
front load?
I'm
No,
talking
no.
about
Washing
laundry.
machine.
Washing
Laundry.
machine.
Washing machine.
They
But
switched
but
topics.
he said dishwasher.
No,
Did
he's-
I?
He said front loader.
Yeah.
Front load. I knew what he meant
Yeah.
from the video.
Well, then who the hell said fucking front load dishwasher?
Nobody.
No,
Yeah, you
you
did.
did.
I'm gonna go back and
Nobody
watch
said
this.
that.
I need to go and
Nobody
get
said-
Joe.
Yeah, I know.
You
Kerr,
said it.
Kerr, as soon as this is over, he's gonna go back and watch it. You said dishwasher.
Well, you guys just can't have conversations like
Oh,
that.
apparently they can.
I'm
They have
talking
it
about
on
only
the
It's
because-
like garbage disposal. Garbage disposal. Hey, do you have a front loader dishwasher?
The only
No,
reason I said
yeah.
that
No, we don't.
Washer.
Yeah, we do it. You
Cause-
pull it
cause-
down, you load the front, you put it up there.
because Jess, we had talked about that before the show. I checked the filter and there was nothing in it.
Well, as soon as I saw your video, I went upstairs and checked, and I'm like, it's solid face.
Okay.
I have nothing.
Yeah, it's just for. a
So
front
he
load
did a
thing.
TikTok. There's a TikTok video that there's this filter that you don't really know exists on front opening washing machines.
We don't have that.
We don't have that.
We have a top loader.
We have a top
Yeah.
loader.
We have a
So-
washing
But
machine.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I saw that on TikTok, and there's people pulling out this gross, nasty stuff. And I saw another TikTok that and which I had to go check. There's some refrigerators have air filters inside. You got to change, and I'm like, get out of here. So I went and checked.
Really?
I don't have one of those.
Oh my god.
All I
I
know,
have
all I
no
know is
clue.
the last time I did any type of cleaning of a dryer or washer was our dryer, and I pulled it out because the clothing wasn't drying.
Yeah, that
And-
was gross.
And when I pulled
Oh
it
my
out,
gosh.
I took the vent off the back of the dryer, and about a half a gallon of water came out.
as well
On
as
the
And-
dryer?
And then sticks.
What?
And I looked
our
at
washer
Jen.
and dryer
something
second
living?
floor.
I looked
Oh.
at Jen. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
why are you drying freaking your plants? Why are there sticks in here?
Yeah,
And it leads out. I think something freaking was
An
living in
animal.
there,
Oh,
or
yeah.
at least because it was like there was no other explanation for
we
it.
hear
I had
weird
to
scurrying
clean it.
once in a while in the attic.
The ridiculousness that I was pulling out of this freaking dryer. I'm
Yeah,
like,
squirrels and all that stuff.
No-
They're
no-
so
nothing.
invasive.
Number one cause of house fires in the U.S.
dryers.
Dryers.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
cleaned it well.
And I was like, the shit I was pulling out, I was like, I've cleaned about 1 million of these things, and I have
Speaking of that,
never
we should
pulled
probably
out
I
check
don't.
that.
We don't have to clean
leaves
ours.
or
Why?
freaking sticks.
Yeah. Well, because where ours exit out, it leaves the house within like 7 feet, and I replaced everything with solid piping, so I have no corrugated piping,
Oh.
and then
No nooks and crannies for the
no
Well,
nooks
now
and
we-
crannies.
Now
nice.
how
And then I have
venting this
No
and then I
out?
have
crannies.
I don't know where.
Yeah,
we're gonna
ours
dump
is
it.
second floor, goes up
Yeah.
millions twists and turns, and because
Oh, yeah.
the clothing was taking forever to dry, and I'm like, what is going on? And I can see the moisture building up in the dryer. So while Kerry and Joe were out, Joe was practicing driving. I'm like, I'm checking the lint area. So I watched YouTube on the dryer that we have and took apart where the lint trap is. And I was just pulling chunks out and then shining a flashlight. I got our shop vac and I was really starting to grab more. And then we ended up pulling it out because I knew there was more to it. And that's when Kerr took out the bag.
It was. I mean, I kid you not. When
I've never seen anything like that.
It was a
like-
freaking vent, and I pulled it out, and it was just like me pouring a bottle of water on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every
gotta
once in
go.
a while
right.
I'll take our vacuum thing and
All right,
Get the-
Jen's got to go.
Oh,
so
okay.
on that
and then you guys
note,
can keep talking once I leave.
No.
Oh,
I could tell Kevin's mannerisms of winding down.
yeah.
well, I want a cigar.
He wants a cigar, so he has to
I
be
can't
just
blame
get
him.
out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I gotta get out.
So, all right, I'm Bully Kevin.
I'm Bully Jess.
Bully Kerr,
Bully Jen.
and remember,
Bullies,
Bullies
make good
friends.
From Kev, Jess, Kerr, and Jen, we are the Broadleaf Bullies. Thank you for joining us, and remember, bullies make good friends.